So I'm back in the kitchen, ready to put the marzipan on my Christmas cakes and the icing. So it's a big night and I'm just going to keep it really, really simple. So I'm using my lovely antique little rolling pin here, giving the marzipan little quarter turns. And the idea is that I will get a circle and be able to cover my cake. So what I've got underneath here is just a little bit of icing sugar, and that will stop it sticking. So it's just a good thing to have. I'm a massive fan of marzipan, but I know some people really don't like it. So if you are someone who doesn't like marzipan, then you can leave that bit out. The essential thing, if you're putting marzipan on your cake, is to make sure that it sticks. So to make sure it sticks, I have got in a pan here some apricot jam. And I got this one from Bosley Patch and it's gorgeous, homemade. I'm going to melt that. I'll paint it onto the cake and that will help my marzipan layer stick. And what you can do is add a tiny bit of water if your apricot jam is quite thick, and that would just make it a thinner glaze. So I'm just letting that have a little bubble away there. I'm looking for my little sieve. So what I'm actually going to do is just make sure that I don't get any of the apricot-y bits going onto the cake. So I want to keep my cake quite smooth. So I'm going to turn my cake over and I'm going to paint this lovely, lovely glaze all over the cake. So don't forget to paint the sides as well, because you'll be sticking your marzipan all the way down along the sides as well. So the next thing is to get your marzipan and attempt to lift it up and drape it really carefully over your cake. The great thing about putting the marzipan on, putting the icing on your cake, is that it seals in some of the moisture into your cake. So anything to keep a fruit cake from drying out is a great idea. There you go. That is one cake covered with marzipan. Once you're happy with the marzipan covering your cake, the next thing to do is roll out your fondant icing. And I've rolled it into a huge circle here, and I'm going to drape that over the cake. Because I will end up tying a beautiful ribbon around my cake, don't panic if you've got a few little joins on the side, because you won't see them, they'll be hidden. So now my cake is fully covered, and my next step would be to get a ribbon. We've got this lovely one, and I'm going to pop the ribbon all the way around my cake like that. I'm going to pin it in, and then in addition what I've got are some lovely berries. So I'm just going to poke these in here. So this year I'm putting my 3 children on the cake. And there we have it. It is an incredibly simple and quick way to ice your cake. Happy Christmas.